We believe that businesses are not only the backbone of our economy, but they are also our trusted partners in delivering the resources that finance Tanzania's development agenda.
I think it's very fitting that our first session of the year, we started actually talking about public-private dialogue, and we're closing out the sessions this year again with a focus on enhancing public-private dialogue.
Our objective this evening is a candid, solution-oriented dialogue to exchange perspectives, put forward actionable ideas, and explore how we can work together to modernize and strengthening tax administration and ensuring that it is efficient, predictable, transparent, and enables businesses to thrive while supporting national fiscal goals.
Since assuming her office, Her Excellency has consistently guided us to modernize tax administration, to simplify compliance, and place the taxpayer at the center of service delivery. These reforms are not only about meeting revenue targets, but also they are about building trusts, building predictability of our tax system, practicing fairness in our tax system. We have automated TRA processes and managed to improve efficiency of our systems for both domestic and international trade taxes. Distinguished participants, it is important to emphasize that the success we have achieved in revenue collection could not have been possible without the strong collective commitment of all of you who are present here.
I think you've indicated some measures you've taken, but what more do you feel that we can do to build trust between the Revenue Authority and the taxpayers?
When we talk about fairness, we have arbitrary assessments with no basis. The disputes are not admitted timely, and the taxpayers' complaints are not heard. But the transparency and the procedures and the guideline in place that we put are not judgmental. They are guided on how the various provisions of the law can be interpreted and applied consistently. If that is done, and which we are trying to do, then we'll increase the trust.
Thank you, Commissioner General. Before I open it up, a couple of questions specifically on the policy side and another, in a way, on the administrative side. Business understands that laws don't stay static, but there is a need to engage and have discussion and dialogue before very fundamental changes are made. So I suppose my question there is, how can we improve this process? The other question is transfer pricing.
We have learned from last year's amendments that on the issues that are new and may affect most of the taxpayers, more time is needed. And particularly on the advanced pricing agreements, yes, we have the regulation in place. And I know most of the business community wants this to be in practice. My commitment to you is we will, but with cautions.
My thoughts. We need to build trust. I think the reason some of this trust doesn't exist is we don't understand each other. So, what am I suggesting? For the CEOs that are here, maybe, and if you agree, Commissioner General, maybe there's scope for having some of your people spending some time in industry so they can really understand. So if you're going to be assessing banks, spend some time with the banks. Spend 6 months. Yeah, so I think if we had them in various sectors of the economy, actually working with people, seeing how business is done there, then I think if you understand what they do, how they earn their money, that they don't spend all the time cheating, then you might begin to really trust them.
tax evasion. Unfortunately, we on the ground are seeing more of it happening in the last year or two. So I believe TRA yourselves are recognizing it. It was mentioned. One which I'm sure you've been told many times, ETS. ETS does not give revenue to the government directly. It goes to a private company, the fees. Refunds, VAT, still a problem. How do we ensure that it's paid on a timely basis? It's still quite a big effort. It does not happen within the time period which would be fair. It creates liquidity problems. It creates, therefore, cash flow problems, and therefore how we operate our businesses also, it becomes a problem as well.
I've reported business for many years. So I was reporting about the pain the business people were feeling. And then I happened to run a company, and I could feel the pain of compliance. Someone is company. Now, I've set up my own company. Now I feel the pain. If I put it into context, when I was reporting, it's like you are feeling that pain on your skin. Someone is company, get to your fresh. Now, imefika kwa mfupi. Compliance is very expensive. So why do we have a lot of businesses, the SMEs, staying in the informal sector? Why aren't they formalizing their businesses to widen that tax base we are all craving for? Now, if you are running a business, being the cost coming from cost, quote unquote, coming from TRA or regulatory agencies, they are still the same because they fall into your books.
Now, on the request even provided there to invite our people to understand the business, we welcome that one. But we've been doing it, and that's why we've started with the trade facilitation desk. That aims to understand business. And that doesn't go only to the small taxpayers. It goes even to the large taxpayers. We facilitate their trade. By facilitating is knowing what are they doing. Because you cannot audit a person whom you don't know what kind of business is he doing. But it is a process. It will take time. But we have taken your request, your generous offer that you are ready to provide for us. Then my people will consider it and see how best we can make the best use of that. The tax evasion, I'm happy with Sumaria Group. You have said it well, that we still have some evasion. And some people having two books. Bakari, my friend, I think I need to meet with you in person. You see the pain of compliance. We want you to enjoy paying taxes and be happy in complying. Now, all the hurdles in compliance are those which we need to know and address them. And I'm happy because you've talked about regulatory fees. You know, the president was very mindful, and based on that, she formed the committee, the Tax Presidential Committee. And you are very fortunate, you have two members here. David Tarimo and Mr. Msusa are the members of that. And when I was coming here, I was discussing with David, and I was telling him, David, when are you going to make your report in public? We want to see your recommendations. But I'm so grateful to have this opportunity. The CEO Roundtable has a special role to play in enhancing tax compliance to this country. And we have the mindset of facilitating your business first. knowing that tax will come automatically. And my assurance to you, David, and others, you have a trusted partner to work with who is TRA. Thank you very much.